Welcome to FitBody Lifestyle, the show where we dive deep into the world of fitness, health, business, relationships, and the art of living a balanced life. I'm Jami.
And I'm Greg, and we're here to give you the benefit of our experiences in the fitness and bodybuilding industry, the corporate world, running a business, personal development, and building healthy relationships.
Whether you're sweating it out in the gym, hustling in your business, or seeking balance in your everyday life, you're in the right place.
So lace up those sneakers and grab that water bottle, and let's get ready to transform our minds, our bodies, and our lives. I would like to keep that on camera. I hope they keep that in the episode. Mike, do keep that in the episode if you can. With Jami counting down, so I know when to start because I don't know when to start. So wait, 3, 2. Do you have that little snappy thing that they can do? Okay, like that. There we go. Okay. Hey, FitBody Lifers, with this wonderful intro, welcome to our next installment of our Love and Marriage series. We are really happy to bring you these Love and Marriage series. And by the way, it was her idea. So we're clear, Jami had the idea, and it's a great idea. And we've got to get intimate with a couple of couples, including her mom and dad. And then we're getting
for our Christmas episodes, if you haven't seen those yet.
Right. And then we had Jordan and Drew on, and now today we're very blessed. First of all, I got my baby here, so your love and marriage partner, my everything partner. And then we have Kerryne and Torrey Henich, straight from Utah. They had to go a separate way. They had to go through Canada or something because there's some requirement about Utah transport. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Anyway, hi.
He's from Utah, so he knows.
Yeah, right.
That's true. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for
You guys want to introduce yourselves real quick?
Sure. I'm Kerryne Henich. This is my husband, Torrey.
I'm Torrey.
So is that how it's going to go the whole episode? Is that you'll say something and then Torrey will just say, yes.
No, he's the talker. He'll probably take over.
But I have nothing important to say, so I just ride her coattails.
That is not true, Torrey.
I just ride her coattails.
Okay.
Well, I love it. See, already setting the tone and the example for the episode.
I'm smart enough to know.
Well, Kerryne is FitBody Fusion coach. Yes. IFBB Pro. I'll do her introduction for her.
Sorry.
And the current reigning Masters Olympia champion.
Yep.
So
it'll sound so weird. Yep, that's me.
Doesn't sound weird to us.
Really?
No. It really sounds organic and like you earned that. You earned that SH asterisk
That's
T.
well true.
Okay?
Yes.
Well, and we really have some incredible episodes if you haven't seen them yet, where we get to talk to Kerryne about that experience and much, much more. So if you love these episodes, go watch those episodes.
Along with the 2023 Masters Bikini Olympian, Jessica Wilson, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and then Torrey actually has competed before, so he does have that in his background. And you're looking real buff and everything, which is awesome. But
let's say a loose definition of I've competed.
Okay, I don't think that's loose at all.
I've done 2 shows, placed last in both of them. So,
well, I'm going to just tell you that still puts you in the 1% of 1%. So
maybe in like the bottom 1%.
Torrey, you are downplaying it, but to get on stage requires a lot. And Kerryne knows this, Jami knows this, I know this, and I think you know this as well. But you're not working in the industry, so you don't see it as daily as we do. But it takes a lot to get on stage. It takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of dedication. And whether you're first or last, I mean, the placing is placing, but at the end of the day, you got to do it for something bigger. And I'm assuming that you did it because of the relationship with Kerryne.
Yeah,
I didn't make him do it.
She didn't make me.
I know Torrey well enough.
Because you get to know like what she's going through, right?
Yeah, because we'd been married 3 or 4 years at the time.
Yeah, I think so.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
And I had seen her do multiple preps, but I didn't know. Like until you do it, you don't know. You can see it and be a part of it. And I've been to a lot of shows at that point. Still, you don't know. So I was like, what if I try it? So got the random idea to do a show.
I don't think you tried it. I think you did it.
I did it.
Okay. We need to get him to report.
Yeah, I really think it's so cool you did that. And when we first got together, he similarly, I was a raw foodist at the time. He's like, well, let me see what that's like. I love that because it was a way of you guys bonding and you understanding her better.
Yeah.
By the way, Greg's Mr. Utah Tan, in case you didn't know.
I was not Mr. Utah Tan. I was the runner-up in Mr. Utah Tan.
Right.
And I didn't know it wasn't. I did some horrible things to my skin that I'm probably going to pay for. So,
from what year was that?
Oh God, I don't even know.
I need to look that up. Google.
I think I was a senior in college at the University of Utah.
So just a couple years ago.
Yeah, just a couple years ago.
I need to show a picture of that.
Yeah.
No, there is a picture of it. You have seen the picture of it. Man, I went in with the whole...
No, she's saying we need to put a picture of it on this podcast.
No, we do not. I have the whole...
Our producer's giving a thumbs up.
No, we are not doing that. And because I think those pictures have been destroyed.
If you're not watching on YouTube, you may want to pause what you're listening to and go over and watch this episode.
But I will tell you that I had the full-on Karate Kid bandana on at the time. And these white, they were not board shorts. They were a little bit tight. They were not good. But anyway, it was oh my God, that's so embarrassing. No, we're not going to show that. Okay. And I love how these conversations become organic. We do want to stop, pause, and get your check-in words for the episode. We
just took right off.
Yeah, we did. I am excited.
Okay.
Mine will be hopeful.
I was actually hoping that you would have said excited too, because you're just endorsing what Kerryne's going to say. So that's okay. You went off script.
I'm a free thinker.
You're a free thinker. Okay. All right. That's awesome. I don't know. I just want to kind of express that Torrey's been at a number of shows with Kerryne. So we've gotten to know him and the family, and there are 5 kids between the two of you. And so we've gotten to spend a little bit of time with the family, and they're just a fantastic family, wonderful family. But the best memory and the best memory that comes out is after the Masters Olympia pre-judging. You want to tell this?
No, you go ahead.
So we
tell it.
Well, yeah, you want to tell it?
Is it where I picked up Jami and spun her around?
Yes.
How tall are you, by the way?
I am 6'5".
So I'm like a helicopter.
240. So after prejudging, so back that up a little bit further. Kerryne was thinking about Masters Olympia being her retirement show. So the whole plan was, if I can just do well-ish, like just want to go out in a good spot.
You guys had 4 of the 5 with you, right?
I think she accomplished that.
We had 4 of the 5 kids with us.
Okay.
So we're like, hey, this is just make it a huge deal.
In Japan.
This is the last one. Take all the kids. And so then
the whole weekend doing various things, going to Disneyland, all these other. I'm trying to peak her for the Masters Olympia, and you guys got a whole freaking schedule going on.
They're on vacation.
We were on vacation.
Yeah. Well, and you probably don't know, but she's getting up 3-4 in the morning, checking on her clients. She had
we didn't know that actually.
2 or 3 clients competing that same weekend, so she's setting alarms, waking up in the middle of the night, check on her clients. So sleep was a disaster. She was walking millions of miles a day.
How the heck that even worked itself out? It's wild.
But prejudging happened, and she was top 2, right? And just to be in that area for Masters Olympia was incredible because she's had an amazing career. But I feel like often she's been overlooked or has kind of been the bridesmaid a lot of times, like right there, but not quite. So just to be top 2 was incredible. So then prejudging closes, we come outside.
We see each other
into the forum.
We're so excited.
I want to give a little bit of detail with that. Is that the way that the Masters Olympia venue was in Japan? Was the auditorium was on the top floor, and then we had to come down the escalator, or was it up down? Yeah. So we came down the escalator, and I was maybe 20 feet behind Jami, and we come down the elevator, and I could hear Torrey from the top of the elevator, and which was fantastic, and your whole family was there. And then I came down, and this 6'5", 240-pound man is swinging my wife around in this helicopter, and I'm going like, wow, did we just get into like a sumo match or something? And Jamie's losing, but it was so awesome to see that.
David and Goliath.
Yeah,
it was so awesome to see that.
I was just so excited.
I'll never forget that
I didn't
moment.
didn't know what to do. So it initially started, I think, as like a little hug, and then turned into twirling her around like a little kid.
That worked. It was awesome. And the only regret that I have is that I didn't video that.
Oh my God, that would have been amazing.
But the other part that, and I think we put this in the episode with Jessica and you, is that your family screen. Now, this venue was pretty big, and when you were on stage, and then when you won, man, you could hear a lot of cheering, but you heard your family over everything. And there's a video of that, which I think we did that in the episode. Yeah. And I mean, I don't know who videoed that, but
so it was John and Palma. Gina is his wife. She competes in figure.
So we met them in 2023.
Oh, nice.
So we met them
in
Romania. They also like lost their luggage, and it was a whole disaster for them as well in Romania. So we kind of made a connection there, and then saw them again at
so nice
at this Olympia. So figure had gone on earlier, and unbeknownst to us, they came and sat in the audience and were filming us to get our reaction. And then John came up to me after and said, "Hey, we recorded this. Can I send it to you?" And so
it was really cool.
I had no idea what was going on, but it was very, very thoughtful of them.
If there's a list of top 10 moments in my lifetime in this area, that would be number one. I think number one. Jamie's winning when she won and went to her first Olympia, when she was at her first Olympia. I mean, those would be close, but that's just me feeling it.
Right.
What we got was the visual of how supportive your family was. And I mean, I think you talked about Peja, your daughter Peja, being a vegan and the struggle with food and everything in Japan. And it was just the trips to Disneyland, weren't you like at 15,000, 20,000 steps? Yeah, I think you had 20,000 steps on one of the days. Yeah, which is we're trying to put.
So you're telling too much. Let everybody go watch the other episode. We got to get back to the very beginning.
All right, then let's back.
You don't have to sing the song again.
You're not going to sing it?
I'm not going to sing it.
Okay.
I already sang one time. You get it one time.
By the way, if you don't know my wife, she gets this from her mother, and it is carried down to her daughter, is that you can say something like, let's go back to the very beginning, and then usually that's cues.
Let's start at the very beginning.
Yes, there's a song that goes with almost everything. So, Joe, and I think the Christmas episodes, if you haven't seen that, I'm surprised we didn't get them in song for that. But anything, you can pull out any lyric, which is not a lyric, but which is normal speak. And if there's a song that goes with it, this one. And if the three of them are together, and if
this episode's not about me.
It's love and marriage, babe.
That is love.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, he's the same way.
Oh, wow. We didn't know this about you.
So we can sing together.
You don't want to hear me.
We do, actually.
I shouldn't sing.
Well, nor should I.
I like to make up songs.
Our car has a karaoke feature.
Really?
Wow. Yes, it does. So we drove to the Olympia and we sang, well, more her, but
I made him sing duets with me.
God. Anyway, okay, so that all right, so that let's now rewind and get back to how'd y'all meet?
Oh,
which time?
Yeah,
I would say start with the first time. Yeah.
All right. So
the second time would kind of be missing the first time. So
first time was in middle school. So
wow, I didn't realize it went back that far.
Kerryne
That's
and
cool.
I grew up, like 2 blocks from each other. We went to different elementary schools, but then they both fed into the same middle school, and we're the same age. So middle school, high school, we went to the same high school. We don't.
What high school?
Jordan.
Okay.
Beat Diggers.
Go Beat Diggers.
Beat Diggers.
Class of 97.
Oh my God. Okay.
Seriously, it's Beat Diggers.
Beat Diggers.
That's wild.
I think my high school played your high school like maybe once or twice in its history that I was
Where did you go?
Jordan or Judge.
Oh yeah, Judge Memorial.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to play Judge, at least when I was there. Yeah. They were in our region. But yeah, all of Sandy and like Draper area was beet fields. So, and the school was very old. So when it started, that was
It's not like 1901 when it was built.
Yeah, and early 1900s. So they were the beet diggers. And we actually got
very literally.
We moved to a new school our junior year, and they allowed us to vote if we wanted to keep the same mascot and colors. And it was like a landslide. Everybody.
Yeah, no.
As crazy as it is, nobody wanted
it's distinctive.
Change.
I mean, it's totally distinctive.
Forget it.
Yeah.
And if you've ever dug beets, I mean, it's a pretty physical thing to do.
So we met in high school, middle school, high school. We don't remember having classes together. We don't remember ever hanging out. But she dated some of my friends, but it was at different times than I was hanging out with that group of friends. So we have a million connections, but we don't remember.
But you never connected.
Having any
I knew who he was. So I always knew who he was, and I think you knew who I was, but we didn't.
Well, unless Torrey was not 6'5" at the time. I mean, it's kind of hard not to see the 6'5" guy walking down the hall. Yeah.
So we had that. Then fast forward 19 years later.
Just around the corner.
Yeah. I had gone through my divorce. She was going through her divorce. I randomly found her on Instagram. And quite honestly, I just thought she was very attractive. So started following her. But I did not know it was Kerryne Christensen from high school because she's naturally blonde. So dark hair, different last name, had no idea. So I'd been following her, I don't know, a few months. And she
would like my pictures every now and then. And even like the one time that when I actually reached out to him, it's his daughter. He commented saying, "My daughters think you're pretty." And I was like,
that's kind of cute.
And I'm like, wait, I know you. I think I know you.
Yeah. So she reached out and was like, "Hey, are you Torrey Henich from Sandy?" I was like, "Yeah, how do you know?" And when she said her name, instantly knew who she was, like flashback to blonde hair, Kerryne Christensen from high school.
I'm trying to picture you with blonde hair.
I'll show you.
Okay.
And it was like short, super curly blonde, so very different.
Maybe we'll get a picture from you, put on the... we'll show the world.
Yeah. Is there anything on NPC News with you like blonde hair?
I've been dark since I started competing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll have to dig into the archives.
It'll be way back. Yeah.
We'll have to get one.
Put our high school pictures up.
Then we started.
Oh, if you guys have your high school yearbook picture, that would be wonderful. We would love to have that.
Yeah. So definitely watch.
Look like a different person.
Very different. But then we started talking. Then we met. I don't know.
We talked for a few months, just like messaging. We didn't have each other's phone numbers or anything for a while. And then we decided to meet up in person. This is really bad, but I was like, I really liked him just from like our conversations, but I said I couldn't like him until I heard his voice.
Oh, interesting.
I need to know it's not like high pitched or, like some weird voice that I have to listen to.
So we met. She brought her best.
So you heard the voice, and we were good. Okay,
it's fine.
She brought her best friend, and we met at Target.
You got a chaperone for your at Target.
And
by the way, it's not Target; it's Target.
Target.
Yes. Yeah, very fancy.
Well, he's like, she did. I didn't need a chaperone. As females, we kind of gotta.
Yeah. So we met at Target, talked a little bit in person, and just kind of started dating right away after that.
That was it.
Kind of clicked.
Yeah. So we went for our 20-year reunion together.
Okay.
Which was fun.
But,
Were people surprised to see you guys together at all?
I don't
think anyone knew who I was.
It was weird. Like people knew who she was, but didn't remember me. They knew who I was, but didn't remember her.
Yeah.
But those that
didn't recognize her because she looked so
let's
different.
Go back to high school for a second. So what I've never asked you this. What were you like cheerleader? Were you what did you do in high school? Drama team, debate team?
No, you should know me by now.
Class president.
No.
Well, because she's such an extrovert.
Well, she is such you put the X in extrovert.
I know. Yeah. I was on dance company.
Okay.
So I danced, but that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Torrey?
I played basketball.
Okay. So strange.
That's unusual.
Not the chess club, not the Bay team.
I was in choir for 1 year.
Wow. Okay. That's the singing thing. Okay. Now we're seeing the connections. Okay.
It's kind of like my competition phase of life. I signed up I was being an easy class.
He was probably trying to meet girls.
My first.
It's a smart place to meet girls.
He's a high school kid. I mean, come on. You got
the first day or second day, the teacher's like, "So what do you sing?" I'm like, "I have no idea." So starts playing some notes on the piano. He's like, "No, not those ones." How about these ones? Not those. Tried a few times. He's like, you cannot hit a note on this entire piano. I was like, sweet, thanks. So basically, we were in agreement. Like, you just show up. You're not going to be a big part of this. But if you show up,
class.
like,
okay.
We're good. I was like,
you're going to stand in the back and we have a tambourine for you.
Move your mouth.
Yeah, just show up. And then even I still remember our high school, they put the pictures of the different clubs and whatnot in the yearbook. I got a black eye from a game. So I have a black eye in my choir picture that I couldn't even sing in. So
that's hilarious.
Basically, just basketball.
I love that story. Did you know he was in the choir?
I did not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Learned something new.
So we're learning something. Well, what else do we
didn't know
today?
I can juggle, and she didn't know that.
I had no idea.
Recently.
Okay.
Yeah, he just starts juggling one day.
3 or more?
Like a pro.
Only 3. I'm not like
our daughter's a juggler.
I was about to say you're going to have to meet our daughter because she's a big juggler and she loves.
Also a vegan, so she and Peja can hang out.
Yeah. She'll fit right in.
Yeah.
You want an extra kid?
Yeah.
Why not?
No, you guys got 5. That's you've done your duty.
What's 6 when you have 5?
One more.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't know her.
she's like 3.
Yeah,
we love you, Rachel.
I play basketball. She danced at the halftime. So again, like connections,
so
but not.
You were in the same spaces, but not connected.
Never
so I would be in the locker room getting yelled at, and she'd be out dancing. So just so many connections, yet not. So I don't know. Just kind of feels like fate.
That's really cool. That is really, it's always fun to hear people's backstories. And it's just very interesting, to think about that you guys were just right there.
Yeah.
So many times. Who knows how many times? Yeah. It's kind of cool.
You intersected but didn't connect. Yeah.
Well, the time was right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
the old expression, 2 ships passing in the night, but so that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My biggest concern was like, wow, he has young kids. Because my kids were older.
Well, let's talk about that. So when you guys met, how old were your kids, Torrey?
So my youngest was 2.
Oh,
so
really young.
2, 4, and 7 when we started dating. And then
mine were 12 and 15, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 and 15. So very different, phases of life. And so I was worried about that, but it was honestly like, I always wanted more kids. I just didn't want them in my prior marriage. So it kind of just felt like it was supposed to happen this way. So
I like that lead in, and I do want to talk about that because I think, we have had 2 marriages, 4 marriages between us before we each had 2 marriages before we met each other. And so you guys are coming from prior marriages. Can you talk a little bit about that, about how that prepped you, or what your mindset was, or what it took you to get to? Maybe these are all separate questions. So sorry, if I was in court, I would be objected to as a compound question. Okay. The other thing I think is interesting to go into is what you had to do to prepare yourself for another marriage.
Yeah. Do you want me to start?
Go for it.
So my prior marriage, I was married 16 years. So it was a long marriage. But it was not healthy. It was very toxic. And I had a lot of trust issues because of it. So for me, I was in tons of therapy. I think probably in total, maybe 7 years at that time, just therapy to just heal from trauma and pain that was happening. And I kind of outgrew my marriage. I don't know if that makes sense, but I suddenly felt like I deserve better. And I never, ever would have ever said that before. I never thought I deserved.
You worked on yourself till you got to the point where you were able to see.
Right. And I felt like I was working on myself and maybe he wasn't. So he was kind of still staying here and I was excelling mentally. And so I knew the divorce was the right time. And I never felt, when I met Torrey, I never felt like I couldn't trust him. It was weird. I've never trusted a lot of people, but with him, I just felt like I could trust him and I've never had any issues with that. So I think I just had to heal from the pain first. And then once I did, I could move on. So
I think it's interesting because I feel like I can relate to you in a lot of ways where I feel like when I got to the place where I was healed enough to attract the right person, then the right person appeared for me. So I definitely think that's a thing. Like when, you can recognize that in someone once you're healed enough to be able to feel like you deserve, that kind of person.
Yeah. I remember in my marriage, my prior marriage, like seeing people who were really happy and, you know, like even friends with their husbands. And I always thought like, I can't even imagine what that would be like to have someone that adores you or like really truly cares about you and your needs and wants. I just never felt that before. And I didn't think I ever would. And so I think that's true. Like when I was finally healed enough to accept it, like he came and he's everything that I imagined I would want someday.
Interested in changing your life or stepping on stage? Join FitBody Fusion today.
Experience the FitBody Fusion difference with tools, knowledge, and community support to reach your healthy and sustainable lifestyle.
We guide thousands on their fitness journeys, from seasoned athletes to those who are simply seeking a healthier life.
Our expert coaches provide personalized plans and unwavering support, empowering you to thrive.
FitBody Fusion is more than just training. It's a community. We understand the challenges of solo fitness journeys, which is why we foster a supportive environment where members encourage and motivate each other.
Join the FitBody Fusion community today and unlock your full potential.
Head to fitbodyfusion.com to sign up for a free consultation.
And do it today. How many years divorce had you been when you guys met? Or should I say days?
We met, so I had separated. We met during my separation. My divorce was final like 6 months later. So we were dating before my divorce was final, but I was separated. It was already like I had already filed and everything.
When you had been together for so long, it was you had unwound that. I'm sure way
mentally
prior.
I was done years prior. It just took
that's what I was going to say, and I think you were what 16-year marriage? Did you say you were probably done at 10?
Yeah, at least.
Okay. I was optimistic, maybe pessimistic.
It was a rough marriage. It was hard. It took a toll on me. So I think I just needed to heal. I mean, from childhood, from all kinds of things. It was a lot of stuff compiling, but like I needed to heal first. And once I did, I was like, man, I have outgrown this relationship so much. It's just not right for me. So yeah, but it's hard when you have kids too. That was the one thing that kept me the kids. So.
Was there any hesitation introducing Torrey to your kids?
Not really, not for me. I mean, I was careful. I think I always talked about him before they actually met him. We took a while. Yeah. Like I don't know. It took me longer for him to introduce his kids to me. It took a lot longer. But no, it wasn't hard. I feel like they just really accepted him. They liked seeing me happy. So I think that was a big change when you go from a mom who's like just not happy to a mom that's now like feeling really good and happy and progressing in life. Like that's totally different. And I think they like seeing that. So yeah. But what about you?
You divorced, but when you guys met, start there.
Oh, yeah.
3 years?
I think 3. I think it was 3.
Yeah, around 3. So my situation, a little bit different. Mm-hmm. All in all, like my previous marriage was good. And there's obviously 2 sides to every story. So
when we get your ex in here, we'll get her account of that.
See,
okay, all right,
see what aligns.
How much that
he deposes her.
Yeah.
But very truthfully, I made some wrong choices. I was not faithful to my ex-wife. And that's what caused the divorce. And then there was some, should we stay together? Should we not? But after a lot of evaluation on myself, I obviously knew that wasn't the right way to handle the situation. But what caused me to even be in a situation like that?
I'm asking the questions here, by the way. Torrey, so, okay, I'm just kidding.
Are you badgering the witness? I feel like you're badgering.
What caused you to?
I think that's really beautiful.
Oh,
that you took that, went inside and looked at that.
Yeah, because obviously, I guess things can just happen. But in my situation, what led to this? Because that's just not how I was raised, not what I believe in, not who I am, but it happened. And so I did a lot of just internalizing of why, and ultimately got to the point that marriage wasn't the right situation for me, and I deserved to be happy, and there was more that I wanted. And so,
did you beat yourself up a lot with that?
Oh yeah. Still do.
Well, I will tell you, I got mad respect for you even more than I already had, because I think coming on a show like this, or any show for that matter, and publicly expressing that, it takes a lot of freaking courage, man. So if you've ever been, if anybody listening has been on the either side of that, that's tough. That's a tough one to embrace.
Yeah, it's hard. Never ideal. But we got to the point where ultimately we divorced and moved on, and I felt really good about where I was at and with who I was as a person. And then, I was divorced about 2 years. I didn't date for at least the first year after my divorce, not a single date. So I was like, I need to figure out.
Did you have custody? What was the custody situation?
Yeah. So it's always, officially it wasn't joint, but I've always been joint custody, had my kids 2 days a week, every other weekend, the holidays, don't miss days unless I have to. Like, it's.
He's on
You're a really good father. Yeah.
From that standpoint.
And you're a really good mother. What was your custody situation? I never know I asked you that.
It was joint, but I had them all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was just, I don't know if it was miscommunication issues with my ex and I, but he just never, it just wasn't.
He wasn't as involved.
Yeah, he wasn't as involved. Mm-hmm. So, and work is busy, whatever. But yeah, he wasn't as involved. So I've never spent a night without my kids since my divorce, unless they've like slept with friends or, like there's been those nights. But as far as like them going to their dads, they've never slept there. Yeah. Now my son lives with his dad, which is great. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, they were in the house. They were with us 100%.
Yeah.
I have not seen much interaction of you and your son, but I have seen you interacting with Peja and your daughter. And I will just tell, and I mean, just from what I saw at Tokyo and in particular and the other interactions that we've had, I mean, you guys were really good parents. Your kids are very tight and they're very supportive too, around something that I think a lot of kids might not quite understand or quite embrace the way that they have, but they really celebrate.
They were in tears. Yeah. That was so cute.
It was cool. That was the first time Tori's kids have ever seen a competition or been to a show.
That was the one.
It was the one to go to, but it was really cool.
Well, maybe that was the key. So they're going to have to come back and.
Well, they're already talking
2027,
about.
Wherever that's going to be.
Masters.
They're like, where's it going to be?
They've thrown out where they want it to be.
Where do they want it to be?
Greece.
Oh, Greece. Okay, interesting choice.
We don't mind that. That'd be okay.
We're thinking our bet is on South America.
Okay.
We're thinking Brazil.
Okay.
Is our bet, but they're hoping somewhere Europe.
All right. Not back to
I
Romania.
would not mind South America just from the time zone side of things, because the time zone difference for me was really hard. But
for both of you,
yeah.
Well, you had way more on your plate than I did. That was.
I don't. Well, it just. I wouldn't say more. It was different. It's just different things. Because Jami had more athletes competing, maybe and managing the athletes that were Masters Olympia, but she didn't have 4 kids. She only had one kid. That's me to manage. And the other thing that was interesting was Tokyo. The places are so small, the living areas, and so you guys had booked an Airbnb, I think.
Yeah.
And it was a lot smaller than what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So Tori, how was that for you? Because
how did you fit anywhere? Because everything's very low ceilings, right?
I do not fit in Japan.
You felt like a giant.
I know. I'm sure they were like looking at you like you were a star, like a movie star. Like, we don't see this very often.
It was tight, shoulder to shoulder in the hallways. Like,
places where everything is smaller there. Yeah.
I was ducking everywhere, turning sideways.
Greg was ducking to get in because the way our bathroom was in our room, it had like a step up, and then it was almost like a portable that they had put into the. It was very interesting.
Although I will say this, that toilet was freaking amazing.
Yeah, the toilets are pretty cool.
Man, they have all those.
We are really going off in a whole nother
direction. Those Toto toilets with the bidet and the heated seat.
Did you do the Google Translate to understand all the buttons?
No, I just started hitting buttons.
I got to understand
I just started hitting buttons.
There's like 40 buttons.
I'm way more, I guess, adventurous when it comes to
let's just see what happens.
Yeah, okay, well, that was an interesting feel. Okay. Wow, this little whirlwind thing. What is that? Okay. Hey, I don't like that one so much. So I would just say, make it mental.
So funny.
Sorry, that was I'm in a weird mood today.
Yeah,
so I love it.
Everything was tight. So it's constantly bumping, hitting something.
Yeah.
But
okay, so we're back at this point, and Tori, you said something, and Kerryne said something, and Jami and I have both said this before, but I do think as you're listening to this in Love and Marriage, and we can talk in the Fusion Hacks about things that common elements or things, tips and tricks, but there's really no tricks. It's just tips maybe and experiences, and learn from, there's an old
good tricks.
Yeah. There's an old saying that learning from your mistakes is smart, but learning from the mistakes of others is wise. And I do think, if you can listen to anything, and this applies regardless of whether you're coming out of a divorce or not, but recognizing that you deserve something is, at least in my way of thinking, the culmination of getting the right person in your life. Because until you recognize that you deserve that, you will settle. And I mean, that's just not a good strategy.
No, it's not.
And you both came to that conclusion using different paths, which is interesting.
Paths. Yeah. My ex was unfaithful our entire marriage. So for me, when he told me, I didn't even feel, it's so crazy to even say this, but he was so scared. He was almost in tears just telling me.
I can imagine. Yeah, that is scary.
I'm so glad you asked about that, because I did want to inquire about this.
Sure, because it's, I would have expected myself to react very differently, but I honestly just felt peace and calm. Like, he's telling me I have zero trust issues with him at all. I never even would imagine him doing that to me. I don't know. I just always felt so confident.
If you were to kind of break that down a little bit, was it, well, first of all, it was up front that he told you, okay? Did you ask him, or did he tell you? Okay, so he volunteered it. I think that's big.
A few months in.
Yeah.
I think it was to the point where it's like, okay, this is getting...
You knew you were going to be serious.
Okay. And if we're going to get serious, like, she needs to...
know everything.
Yes.
Or what were you feeling in that moment?
Oh, I was like, wow, she's amazing. I feel like there's something here, but this will probably end it. But I have to tell her, like, we can't get into this and she finds out later and it's further and all the complications. So I'm like, she needs to know, but this is probably it. So we're sitting in my white minivan. Yep. Had a minivan.
Dad van. A dad van. All right. I love it.
Dad.
So yeah, picked her up on our first date in
Honda,
my minivan.
Dodge.
You were wooing her in your minivan.
Yeah, it was a Nissan.
Nissan. Okay. All right.
The way he told me, he said, I'm just warning you, I have a minivan, but it has tinted windows. So,
okay. He's like, so I'm actually cool.
Like, I'm a cool
and
dad.
a CD player.
Cool dad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're sitting in front of her house in my minivan. And I'm just like,
sorry. This is cracking me up. This is cracking me up
right here, Greg.
I'm just got to tell you, I love minivans. I love them. I do. I love them. They are. I call it the combat minivan. Those minivans in Tokyo, the limo vans or whatever. Those were
going back
cool.
to Tokyo. Yeah,
well,
they were like recliners.
It's like a living room on wheels. It has everything you need.
Yeah.
Auto doors, you could fit everybody in. I love my minivan. Maybe it's because it was paid off. But
I have one now?
No.
Oh. Disappointment.
It gave up the ghost. So the white Buffalo rode off for the last time.
Yeah, it was also a white minivan. Couldn't get any worse.
Yeah.
Did it have flames on it?
No.
Just mentally.
Clean.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Clean. That's nice.
Well, clean. You can still put some bling on the side, like, some flames or something.
I did want to get some aftermarket rims. She's like, we're not spending money on rims for a minivan. I'm like, but it'll look so much.
I gotta agree. I gotta
I'm like,
agree with
it'll
that.
look so much better.
But flames would have been a good addition. Okay.
So just tinted windows.
So you're in your minivan. I'm sorry.
We're sitting in front of her townhouse, and I don't even remember exactly how it went, but I was just sweating.
Yeah, I was like, man, what is he going to tell me? Because he was so nervous. He's like, I just have to tell you something. And he could not even keep himself together. And I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? My brain automatically goes to the worst thing that could have happened. But when he told me, I was like, okay, that was your past. You're a different person now. And it didn't even bother me at all.
Well, and I think 2 months maybe? Is that what you said?
Well, it might have been longer.
It might have been a little longer.
But what had clearly happened in that time period is that, and you said when you met him, you were over your trust issues.
Yeah.
And then you could see the quality of human being that he is. And so
the way he communicated it, the fact that he took it so seriously and that it was so painful to express it, I'm sure just even in that, because that just shows that you didn't take it lightly.
Right.
It was a big deal.
So I have this question. Was there any thought in your mind about the environment that you did that? being the white minivan. I mean, as opposed to, okay, being in a restaurant or being in the house or, was there thought to that, or was it just, that was the moment?
You could tell him. I think I know why.
Go for it.
I think he did it that way so I could leave if I wanted.
Well, that's what I was that's really what I was curious about, is it, and whether it was
private.
Yeah, it was private, but then I could, if I wasn't okay with it, I could just leave and go.
Yeah, because if you're in a restaurant, you could storm out. If you're in the house, then you gotta whatever. Yeah, 100%. So that's when you were talking about this, I thought, a car's kind of an interesting space because it's kind of safe. Like you can go as long as the car wasn't moving, at least.
No.
Right? The car's parked. Okay, so you can just get out unless he says, okay, I'm going to put the car in drive. I'm going to drive 50 miles an hour, and now you can't get away.
You're stuck
unless you tuck and roll.
Put the child lock on.
I don't know if I'm that smart to have planned it, but I think it was just
you're that smart, Torrey. But whether it was conscious or not, I think is the thing. But I love that you said that, because that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt. That's how I felt it was. I felt like it was done that way on purpose. Maybe it wasn't, but for me, it made sense. I didn't want to run. For me, it was just the fact that he told me. He was so.
I love that.
Yeah, he was so genuine with it, and it's like, I'm not going to beat you down when you're already feeling down. Like
beat himself up enough about it.
Yeah, it's your past. Like, I don't care about your past. Just don't do it with me.
Okay, so let's talk the next kind of phase in that courtship, which was you guys meeting each other's kids.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so I met her kids earlier.
Mm-hmm.
With them being older, I think it was a little easier to understand and explain what's going on. With my kids being younger, I had never introduced them to.
How did her kids receive you?
I think overall
really
pretty good.
Yeah.
Her daughter farted on my arm, like one of the
farted on your arm.
Yeah.
Is that like a ritual, or
she's going to kill you?
Literally, I'm like, you better hope she doesn't watch this episode.
Oh my God, that is classic.
One of the first times we're at a playground, and they had like this like merry-go-round kind of thing, and I was spinning it, and it just happened as I pushed it where she was, she like farted, and she was so embarrassed. It was a great icebreaker.
You won't be embarrassed now at all. No. Yeah.
It was a great icebreaker.
Actually,
icebreaker.
So that's
cute, actually.
Oh my God. That is priceless.
I think about it all the time. It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was like the best way to just get them laughing.
Was she vegan at the time? Was it a vegan fart?
No.
Okay. Well, okay. All right.
That came later.
Okay.
So I think it went went well for the most part.
Yeah.
And then when she met my kids, it was after I knew this was going to be serious. Because like I said, I hadn't introduced them to anybody. I didn't want to introduce them to multiple people. If it was like, you might not see them again, or I didn't know.
Yeah, at their age, they don't know how to
navigate that. Was the way I thought. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but once I knew this was it, I was like, all right, let's meet the kids. And
met at McDonald's. It was
perfect.
Playland.
Did they have the bouncy ballroom?
What do they say is the happiest place on? I know that's
Disneyland, the good one.
It's probably the second.
Yeah, there we go.
They had like a big playland so the kids could play, but that's when I first met them. Well, it was me and my kids. Right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we met everybody together.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
Was that when Innocent read the joke, or is that a different time?
That was a different time, but that was a good joke. We could probably tell that joke.
Okay. Can we tell that joke?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were, I guess it was a different time. We're at McDonald's with the kids. Reading.
Also, the theme here. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Welcome to my life, not her life.
Yeah, that was his life.
But we're reading dad jokes, and I was just getting them off the internet, just reading them. My daughter, who at the time was 7, 8, she's like, I want to read one. All right, here you go. Hand her the phone. Don't think twice about it. She reads, "What's the difference between a horny toad and a bullfrog?" I don't know. And to preface this, my kids are not quiet.
Okay.
No.
We are allowed.
No, we can hear them, yeah.
We are a loud bunch. So she's not reading this quietly. Us, I don't know. A bullfrog says ribbit, ribbit, and a horny toad says rub it, rub it.
No. Oh my God.
We start dying. This lady in the booth next to us gives us this look like, what kind of parents are you? The older kids got it. The younger kids just were laughing because we were laughing.
Yeah.
And how old was she at the time? Maybe
7.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
That's
and she was
hilarious.
She's like, I don't get it.
Good. I'm glad you don't get it.
So half the kids were just laughing because we're laughing. We're like, oh my gosh! Of all the jokes that could have come up, like, I didn't think I'd have to screen these. So
that is a great story.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. Rub it.
Mm-hmm.
What was that movie we took our kids to?
It was super bad.
Super bad. And they were.
I didn't know. I thought it was like a high school coming of age. Like,
which it was.
I didn't know.
It was that. It was a high school coming of age. We didn't understand. I think it was R or NC-17 or something.
Yeah.
And of course, the lady at the counter. This was in Roseville.
She looked at us funny, and we get into the theater.
Oh, she looked like the school lady. She looked like the church lady. Okay, she looked like the church lady, and was like, "Are you sure you want to take those kids in with this?" Well, like, yeah, why not? And I mean, there was heavy judgment. Coming. It was like, whoa, what are we missing here?
In the theater, when we sat down, we're like looking at us, and then like as I'm all covering their eyes. Oh my god, yeah.
I'm laughing because it was freaking funny.
That is so funny.
It was probably the most accurate high school coming of age movie. Yeah,
probably.
So
that's funny.
That's really good.
Yeah,
so when the kids met, then did they vibe?
Yeah,
there was a little age difference, right? But okay,
they did. Paige, she always wanted little sisters, and so I think for her it was so fun because now she had 2 little girls and a boy to play with, and she loved it.
My girls loved the idea of like an older sister.
Mm-hmm.
So they got along really well. And then Peyton and Trey were always
the
oldest and youngest were always into like Spider-Man and cartoons.
That's cool.
So
Trey just thought Peyton was the coolest thing ever, and Peyton loved to play with him. So it was fun. It worked out really, really well.
Yeah.
Like better than I thought it would.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Hasn't always been easy, but
well,
it never is. I mean, as a parent, that is definitely the case.
Well, a blended family, So were there? How often would you have all 5 of them at the same time?
When he had his kids, like I said, mine always lived with me. So it was like every other weekend, every Tuesday, every other Thursday. So pretty frequently. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you guys meet each other's exes?
Yeah, not right away.
Okay.
Well, actually, you met mine.
I feel like I met BJ pretty early on
I think you did. Like, we were engaged. We had just gotten engaged.
Yeah.
It was right around Christmas. So he proposed on Christmas Day.
So you got that anniversary
9 years ago.
Yeah,
that's
great. Yeah. See, tying it to a holiday is smart, Tori.
You'll never forget.
This is a pro tip. Is that, man? And I don't know how you feel, but in my mind, in order of importance, birthday is probably number 1. You don't want to ever forget that. Yep. Second date that you don't want to forget is the wedding date. Third date that you just don't want to forget or event that you want to miss is Valentine's Day. Christmas is, man, you got to be asleep. You got to be just in a coma to miss that one. But Valentine's Day can come and go pretty easily without you missing it. So I don't know. What do you guys are
the anniversary?
Well, that would be the wedding date, babe.
Okay.
Now there's the anniversary of when we met.
Yeah.
Okay. September 15th, 2005.
Ooh,
wow.
That's good.
Good job, Greg.
Well done.
Well, we have both forgot our anniversary before.
We've told you that story, haven't we?
No.
Oh my God. Tell it, babe.
Well, we've told the story on the podcast.
Okay. Well, we can tell it again.
We had our summit.
Oh.
And we just
San Antonio.
The athlete summit, and just didn't click that it was on our anniversary. The night before, we had done a dinner with JM was asking about, when we got married and kind of getting our backstory, and it didn't even click then.
Oh my God.
We literally talked about it the night before.
So on the day of the summit, he was on the microphone and I'm walking around doing things. And somebody asked me to schedule something. So I looked at my calendar to schedule it and it said anniversary. And my stomach dropped. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like, is he going to surprise me with something? And I'm going to look like the ass, what am I going to do? And so as he's walking by at some point, I was like, hey babe, happy anniversary. And he's like, oh, I was like, thank God. Thank God.
That is so funny.
Yeah. Not so funny.
Well, not
but fortunately, we can laugh at those situations, and I do think being able to laugh at difficult situations like that is really a key to being able to have longevity as a couple.
For sure,
because there are a lot of difficult situations in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right? You guys have been through your share for sure.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But so Christmas was the day.
Christmas, what year?
20.
Ooh,
16.
here we go.
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a test.
And that was a whole thing. So
yeah, this is a good story too.
So she at the time, didn't have the best relationship with her dad. And I had never met her dad. And unfortunately, he passed away a few years ago, and we still didn't have the closest relationship. But at the time, I had never met him. But like, hey, you have to ask the dad for her hand in marriage. But I'm like, hey, I've never met the dad. So I'll ask Peyton. So I asked her oldest son.
That's cool.
So cool idea. Execution, not so much. So first off, I don't know if at the time Peyton realized like the whole ask the dad kind of thing.
Significance of it.
How old was he?
What, 15?
Maybe 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I called him and kind of tried to explain the backstory of that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, since I don't have a relationship with her dad, and you're like the next closest man in her life, wanted to ask you. So it was about a 2-minute conversation of just awkwardness. Like, I don't think he knew I was now like so thrown off because he was so thrown off.
I think at that age too, teenagers, like they don't like, they're kind of at that weird age where
I was
they're
like,
awkward
creepy.
anyway.
Yeah, this is creepy. This is awkward.
Is it okay with you if I ask your mom to marry? You don't need to ask me.
That sounds like it.
I don't know, but I should. I don't know. Okay, go for it. Like, I'm sure we ended up both hanging up and probably just both walked away like, what the hell just happened? Like, I don't know what that was. That's why I'm like, well, I at least tried. Like, I don't know.
The intent was
there.
Yeah.
So
that's actually pretty beautiful. Our son was my best man at our wedding.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him walk me down the aisle.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
And it was good because nobody else knew. He was the only one that knew I was going to ask.
He didn't tell me either. No hints.
Wow.
That's really surprising. Yeah.
But it was good because then he was able to take some pictures in the moment because like he knew it was coming. But totally caught everybody else off guard.
So describe the scene. And
this is even better, Greg.
Okay. All right. I can't wait for this.
So we're at my townhouse. And before my divorce, I was a stay-at-home dad for 5 years. So after the divorce, had to start over on my career. So money was tight, starting my career over. Money was tight for her after her divorce. So it was a tight situation. So I proposed with one of these rubber rings.
Okay.
Yeah, so a sweet $30 rubber ring.
Was it under the tree? Was it?
It was in an old oatmeal box.
Okay.
So I had it. I'm like, dang, I need to put it in something.
Okay.
And I was like, well, out with the instant oatmeal, use that box. So I wrapped it in like a instant oatmeal box.
Okay.
With a rubber ring. My mom was mortified. Mortified.
How long had you guys been together at this point?
No, just when I told her. Okay. She's like, you proposed with a rubber ring?
Like, let me see your ring.
An oatmeal box?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I know that every year of anniversary, there's like wood and silver and whatever. What would rubber? Is rubber even on that list?
Probably not.
Well, maybe it's like infinite. Maybe rubber is infinite, right? So
it doesn't really break.
It doesn't really break, and it's a circle. So it's true. Anyway,
so it was the last present. Kids had already done theirs, and she opened it and had no idea that it was coming. Pulled it out, and like, of course, in this oatmeal box, she found this little rubber ring. I'm sure she was like, "What the hell is this?"
Did you get on your knee?
Yep.
Yeah.
Got down on my knee, proposed in front of the kids.
The kids were all crying.
Aww.
So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it turned out great.
It was great.
And then the one picture from it looks like I'm going to eat her. Like the angle of this picture makes me look even bigger than I am as I'm like
this tiny little person
kneeling over her like I'm just gonna like
you're gonna marry me.
Yeah, the angle I was like, gosh, I was like,
that's hilarious.
Huge. But yeah, so it's Christmas Day.
No, paper, wood, tin, silver, gold, and diamond. So yeah, I was curious. So
no silicone.
See, diamond only goes to 60th. So if you guys can break that and get to the 70th, then rubber will be that. We can start a new tradition.
I'll bring it back.
All right, I like that. All right,
we're on it.
We've got a long ways to go.
We're on it.
How long had you guys been together at the time you proposed?
About a year, a little over a year.
Yeah.
But you just both knew. I mean, you knew.
I knew right away. It's so crazy to say that because when I got divorced.
Well, that's not crazy. I knew it right away too.
Well, I did not want to date. I was like, I just want to be alone for a long time. And then I met this guy and I was like, well, shit. That's not happening.
This is exactly my, when I got to that place, I'm like, I'm ready to be alone. I don't want nothing. And then I'm like, how does this perfect guy come? Right? I want to be alone. Go away. And I'm like, but he's perfect, but go away.
Yeah. That is exactly.
It took a little while for me to finally come to terms with this. I didn't have a choice in this deal.
He's like, I was ready to be single and then maybe date.
I didn't even get to date around. I got nothing.
She's like, I've never been really single.
You didn't miss anything.
No, you definitely
did not miss anything. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
So kind of ruined that plan.
Yeah, but I knew right away.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
And then for me, it's pretty early on. But with everything involved, I was probably a little slower to.
Slow.
Well, when you repeat are you guys going to do another vow thing?
Renewal?
Well, yes, you are.
What year are you on? So
we're on our 9th. We're going to be 9 years.
Yeah, March.
So maybe it's 20. Okay,
and we're going to do 20.
Corey, I don't know if Kerryne informed you this, but I have adopted her.
Okay.
So you can ask me.
Okay.
And I will do my best to make that a very awkward conversation.
Thank you.
What are you asking me for? And she got balls. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't know why you say that. But yeah, I'll put you through the ringer and do the standard dad thing that I'll make you work for it. Yeah,
there you go.
That made me feel right.
Why do you think she's the right one for you? Well, we've been married 20 years. What does that have to do with anything?
I would appreciate that.
I love that.
My life is just awkward moment after awkward moment.
That honestly, the awkward moments become the most memorable moments. A rubber ring in a oatmeal box.
This is the stuff that makes it rich.
It really is.
Like truly.
Toad, all of it.
Yeah.
I love that's funny.
Horny toad, yes. Rub it. Okay.
I never thought I would want to do a vow renewal or anything. It was never anything that was something that was on my radar, but as we're going to do it, as we're approaching 20, it's kind of like, it seems
we got to start planning for that too.
Cool.
And including the family and stuff, and just kind of we got married in Costa Rica, so I want to go back.
With the family, and some interesting horse rides and other trips over canyons that had alligators at the bottom. But anyway, that's a story for another time.
Sweating on the beach.
Oh my God.
Just dripping. It was hot.
More monkeys at our wedding than humans. That's not an exaggeration.
That is awesome.
We had more monkeys and more Europeans.
They apparently it's just a thing. They're all in their bathing suits on the beach and
Speedos.
You're like, you're not invited.
So you've been to a bodybuilding contest where guys wear Speedos.
Yeah.
You've not been to our wedding where guys wear Speedos but shouldn't. It was like the opposite of a bodybuilding show. It was like, awesome. Okay, I can't even see your Speedo because of what's hanging over that Speedo.
But get on in the picture. Let's do this.
The forest is not just behind us. It's in front of us.
So I love these conversations because they become so organic, and it's just like, I feel like we could just be at dinner or something and chatting over this stuff. We're at time on this episode. So in episode number 2, I think I would love to get into a little bit more about the competition world, but also just how you guys have blended your lives since that, and some of the challenges that you faced and all that. So is that what you think?
Yeah, for sure. To me, it's always interesting to hear how people face adversity, because we all do. Marriage isn't always easy. It's fun to talk about all the goods, but even the little things. We had a big argument the other day. It was actually funny this morning.
I reminded her of it.
He reminded me. I was like, I remember the other night I didn't want to cuddle you because I was so mad. I can't remember why I was mad. And so he proceeds to tell me.
I know why.
I'm like, that's not the smartest idea, is to remind me of why I was mad. I was like, that was a good reason.
Well, it was. And I was an ass. And so I did deserve it. And what I have found is that whether I remember it or not, she's going to remember it. It just may not be in her current memory, but it's there.
It'll come out eventually.
You know how that is.
Yeah, I do.
Women have that.
It might be back there, but
random access memory part in their brain that, okay, I can access where you were on December 12th of 2018, and this is what you were doing, and this is why it pissed me off. So, which is okay.
But even figuring out how to navigate the small things, because it's not easy no matter what. So you guys have just built an amazing relationship, and we love and respect it so much. So getting to have you here and getting you to share. I think so many people, and I think of myself before I met Greg, I think we all need those inspirational, relationships to see. And in today's world, there is a lot of, what's the next bigger, better thing, right. or just kind of giving, I don't like this today. I'm done, and how do you deal, I think those of us that have fought through it and worked through it and found ways to make sure that we continue the love and allow it to grow and allow it to be rich beyond the fireworks beginning where you meet each other. You're hot or whatever, I just that's what inspired me to want to do these episodes.
I love it.
So,
well, and we talk a lot about, we live in a microwave culture where people want things now. Mm-hmm. We also live in a more culture where people always want more. It's got to be more. We deal with this in the coaching space, right? And no, more is not all, and more is not better, Yep. And then in the relationship space, I would call it a swipe right space, is that, just people just swipe. Okay, you'll do for this moment. And for swipe. I don't know.
I never did
that
the swipe.
Shows you that I've never been on the apps. I have no.
We met on Match.com. It was before the phone apps.
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
I never been on
when it was on the computer. Yeah. Well, you're again things that you're not missing. So.
I hear stories. I'm like, whew.
Yeah. Oh, he's got good stories. I wasn't on there as long as he was. It was his last day, and he was canceling it when we met. Yeah,
that's cool.
That is meant to be.
That is meant to. Well, she is everything in my life. So she is my life. So, I love you, babe. Give me a kiss.
Oh,
all right.
Cute.
We got that. Okay, so. If you want to get in touch with Kerryne, you can do so on the FitBody Fusion app or FitBody Fusion website and app. We have an app, but yeah. And do you want to tell people how to get a hold of you Instagram wise?
It's my name. It's KerryneHenich, Kerryne Henich _ IFBB Pro.
Okay. And Torrey, I don't know if you want people to get, okay.
I don't have social media.
Smart.
Tell Kerryne to give a message to Torrey.
I'll send him a message.
And nobody wants to get a hold of me, so we're good.
And we talked and do you guys have a checkout word for this episode? Well, you gotta have one, so it's not like an option.
Inspired.
Okay.
That was the one that was in my head. Really? I love that. We're like mind melding.
Same person.
Mine will be thankful.
All right. I like that.
I love that.
And we talked a lot about awkward moments today. And if you want to avoid awkward moments, then like, comment, subscribe, and leave your review. And I guarantee you will just feel like, oh, wow, this is so organic. It felt like it was meant to be. And that's how that like, comment, subscribe, in particular the subscribe one, man, that just, I mean, what a feeling of fulfillment. All awkwardness is jettisoned at that point. So on behalf of my lovely bride here, and yes, I'm
Mr. Utah Tan.
Oh my gosh.
Runner-up.
Dying.
Runner-up. I'm not going to take the title. I should have won the title, but I didn't. And that I'm still a little butthurt about that.
Skin cancer.
And well, God, I tanned with baby oil and iodine.
Oh my God.
In Sugar House Park.
Sugar House. That's a great place.
This was like a real tan. It was actually.
This was not that. No, I worked at a gym. I was a personal trainer at a gym, it was, oh God, it didn't even exist. It doesn't even exist anymore, but it was up in Sugar House. Okay. So, and then it was later down, closer, just right off of, God, man, 21st South. It was right off of there. I can't believe I still remember that. But they had a tanning bed. And so after hours, I would go in and get a half hour in the tanning bed. And then the next day it was sun out and sun's out, buns out. And I mean, oh my God, I can't even imagine what harm I did to my skin.
Yeah.
Which I'll find, as I'm getting older, I'm like, what the hell is that? Anyway, so we're done with this episode.
Sorry for the little
deviation.
Yeah.
This has been an episode.
It's an encore.
Yes. All right, everybody, take care. Have a great day. Have a beautiful life, and tune in for the second part of this episode, where we're going to get a little bit more in depth with the Love and Marriage series. Take care.
Thank you for tuning in to FitBody Lifestyle. We hope today's episode has left you feeling motivated and equipped to tackle your fitness goals, business challenges, and the daily dance of life. Remember to value progress over perfection. Life's tough enough alone. Find the chosen family around you to help you along the way.
If you enjoyed today's episode, we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe and leave us a review on your favorite streaming platform. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at FitBody Fusion.